call ourselves Job Care, and our group was tasked with finding good jobs for all Angelenos across Los Angeles. It's a complex situation, however, we think we've come up with some innovative concepts. And what we're looking to do is ask the City Council to look into partnering with the Harvard group that's already having an incubator for something called social impact bonds. And the social impact bonds, and our problem is, it's very hard for many parents across the city to be able to go to work because the cost of affordable, safe, and quality childcare is so high. So what we're going to do is find a solution through innovative funding to impact that problem.
Okay, so here's what we know, or actually what our data shows. Not all services are appropriate for social impact bonds, but we do know that childcare is one of the services that has the greatest return on investment. And so this has been proven through actually already existing models that are Chicago, New York, and the UK. We also know that the city of Los Angeles already has existing childcare centers that we can potentially expand on. We know that LA County is home to 650,000 children under the age of 5, and we know that most of those children live in the city of Los Angeles. The cost of childcare is on average $11,000 a year, which is more than a lot of us pay for undergraduate tuition. About 50 to 100 children are currently receiving vouchers for childcare, but that still leaves 43,000 of them on the waiting list. So California is the 8th largest economy in the world, but our early care and education programs do not reflect this. We know that affordable quality childcare for all Angelenos has the potential to allow all of these parents to go to work and generate money back into the economy so that we can reinvest. It is a good investment.
So how are we going to pay for this is the question. And to answer that question, that's why we were proposing the social impact bond funding mechanism. It's an innovative way. It's already taking place in Australia and UK. New York City has a partnership with Harvard. Chicago has a partnership with Harvard. And we want Los Angeles to have a partnership with Harvard. Why Harvard? Well, Harvard is the current leader. They're the innovator in calculating the metrics to show where the opportunity lies, to see where we can have savings for expansion of existing programs. And the way it takes the capital from private investors, and the upfront risk is not from the government capital, but private investors give that money. For example, Goldman Sachs gave $10 million recently to a project that had early childhood education, similar to this one. And Harvard, we propose, through a partnership with the City of L.A., can help identify which programs, which possible funding mechanisms, which corporate sponsors and partners that would take place. And so that money comes in through the private equity partner. It's given to the intermediary, who then find the service providers and contract out, who are already these successful, data-driven, proven experts. And then based on their success at providing these services, and this is one such example, which is childcare, but there are a lot of other industries and a lot of other needs that this can be expanded into that we're also proposing. But then based on the metrics and the calculations of the savings to the government, then the government finally comes in here at this point and gives back the money from the savings to the intermediary, who then pays the return on investment back to the private funders. Some of that money goes back to continue and expand the service to that service provider, only upon success. So we're proposing it minimizes the government risk in that investment, and it finds those excellent existing providers to expand these services. And then some of that money also goes back to taxpayers as a tax break, which also, when more money in people's pockets, that's going to help them pay for more additional things in the economy as well. So that's why we propose Harvard. That's how we propose to pay for it through the City of L.A.
In conclusion, we believe that a social impact bond system has the potential to provide innovative services to our citizens with metrics that are all strictly performance-based. Better child care allows parents more options for employment, more mobility to earn more income, pay taxes, get job training, and progress along a career path, and, as has been mentioned, reduce government expenditures. The children will also benefit exponentially by having a great start, which will make them more productive individuals, a very well documented fact. We want the City of Los Angeles to be a trailblazer and leader in the nation using social impact bonds. We believe childcare is one of the many topics that would be suited for this program and the perfect starting point. There is no cost to the city for the beginning, initially starting this program. In short, championing an innovative funding for childcare will support great jobs for all Angelenos everywhere in the City of Los Angeles.